Da 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 da. Ooh, ooh. Man, oh man, oh man. We'll get this popping in just a second. Give us a second to let this track unwind. This is such a beautiful song. It is called Go Deep by Marina and the Diamonds. Zed's Dead remix. Alright. So, welcome everybody. Welcome. This is your boy Satoshi motherfucking Heavy signing in here with another dose of crypto right for you fiends. Hope you're ready for this. Grab your uncle, grab your mom, grab your sister, grab your granny. Tell them to buckle up. It's about to be a crazy ass ride. Let's get this transition in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, first off, welcome everybody. I want to start off by, I want to say something, kind of like an announcement, all right? So, if you're part of our group, you know that we have a backside website for Elevate Trading, and you can find it at elevate-trading.com. Well, not traditionally, but historically, we had our back-end market analysis, which is usually saved for a high time frame analysis and fundamental analysis, was private and only for members, exclusive members of Elevate Trading. Well, today I have decided that I'm going to make it public. The market analysis section for Elevate Trading is now public. All you have to do to see this section is create a profile on our website. That's it. Create a profile on our website and you get access to our market analysis, which is, like I said, just saved for high time frame analysis. So don't expect daily updates or even like every other day. Expect a weekly update from me and at least a monthly update from Warrior and or Nebraska Gooner. I'll be posting weekly on both on DGI and the traditional markets, and also with Bitcoin and Ethereum. The alts will not get covered by me in this. Again, the value in the membership, people, if you're in our group, like, well, how are you doing this? This is taking away from my membership. Well, the value in our membership is all held within Discord, and everything we teach you in Discord, that's where the value comes from. Remember, this is valuable, but it's not too crazy, right? So I'm very excited for it. I'm going to be starting to post this and publicly shield this on Twitter. So if you're part of Elevate or just want to get access to this back end analysis, just make a profile on our website and then just shout us out on Twitter, and it should be all good. All right. So with that, let's now exit out of this, and we'll go to some Bitcoin. All right, again, if you're not used to what we do, this is the intraday plays only. What has happened since the last time we talked? Well, unfortunately, we were wrong. I took a loss, and it happens. It happens. I took a loss. First, I took 2 losses, to be honest with you, 2 in a row. Took one there. And then, well, that was an actual loss. This was not a loss. I took that short there, but then dropped my stop there and was taken out with no gain. So, essentially 2 flawed ideas. One well executed idea got me away with no loss to a very small win. But now what is left for Bitcoin? From this low, it's very, very obvious for me to depict a 5-wave rise to the top. Now, from this point on, though, some things need to happen. We have to make a logical low in the time required in order for this to claim that we could still continue up. I am honestly in favor of this. I am. And the reason why is because if we were going to say that this C wave was done, the reactionary move from the top should have been pretty violent to a point where that move wouldn't have got 100% retrace, which it was right there. So that one aspect makes me really believe that we're consolidating and making a sort of like a flat pattern here at the top of the range, and that is literally what we look for value range theory to invalidate or validate divergences. This would be invalidation to a divergence we're seeing from here to here. We're ranging above the pivots and extremes, so we have to assume continuation until otherwise proven. So the first thing I'm looking for, like I said, is a logical three-wave move in a time we need, which would be right here. So from this point, essentially we haven't made enough time or complexity. Well, complexity is fine. I think this is the complex enough to say we go up. But in regards to time, we have not ranging in this top range a little bit longer. We're gonna probably do this, make a flat in here like this, make this being A, this B, and this is C. And if we hold that 9,000, basically like 9,000 level, again after the 1, 2, third time, I'm assuming that top's gonna get taken off, and this is gonna indeed create this A, B, C, where C is extended. We have a limit we could go to where we have to say that we're inherently bullish across the board, and that is 9,687. A move above 9,687 will be inherently bullish as per Elliott wave rules, stating that a corrective phase must be within the confines of a 1.618 extension. That is labeled there. So if we do this, I'm fairly confident we're going to put an extension in the C wave and hit close to, if not the 1.618 extension. There is a chance that this could still be the end of C wave, and this could be start of a corrective phase to the downside, but that'll be very, very rare that we take that we put in the first move, breaking the high of the previous impulsive phase. But it can happen. I've seen it. It's a neo wave pattern where this is C, and the reason why it goes sideways like this is because it's a complex, multi-complex B wave that's just started like this, A, B, C, and therefore this is just a corrective A wave, A and then B and then C like that. A, A, B, and then a C. How it's pretty simple for this one. If if we make this low, say if this low point was made after this purple box, then we'd be short this B wave for sure. If it's made within the purple box and holds that level as stated, we have to assume upside. So you'd be longing that and then looking for a rejection or a reason to head or exit on this top side, but you'd be expecting it to break to the top. So that is pretty much it for Bitcoin. One thing I want to make note of is the hourly algorithm was absolutely on fire. It literally did exactly what we needed to confirm trend shift. And so check this. Let me just make sure. So we're bearishly trending, right? We're bearishly trending. We're bearishly trending as long as we're blue and we're red, and these two lines haven't broken out of bear range, which is 57. So we're stayed bear. I know it goes green there. It could be a reason long because it retested the trend line, and we're bullishly trending on momentum with the MAs on the SRSI. But the confirmation that this is indeed now shifting to the bullish side was when 57 was broken, and then coincidentally on the sell-off, it was held. The bull range was held, confirming bull range shift. Notice how this level was held the entire way by our two lines, and so the algorithm states that once you're in a trending, once you assume a certain trend is being formed with this aspect, a bullish trend, you look for hidden bullish divergences to enter and play off of. You got one, no, not really one there, but you got one here. You got one here too. So you got a double bullish divergence here. You got one there, then you got one right there. This was a double bottom when this went higher, so that's technically a bullish divergence. And it happened while your two MAs were confirming bullish shift by holding that 43 level after breaking into bull range. And all you had left to do to confirm it was your blue, your candles to turn blue, and you to break back over the slow line, which happened there. What I want to take note of at this moment is that Trendaid gave a sell signal stating that once this blue line crosses underneath the red, it states that, or it has a high chance of the next move being the final move in that particular direction. So at this moment, we're on high alert for this being a reversal, just like how this was. Notice how this did that same thing here. Shifted under, and it was actually confirmed reversal. Is that going to be the same thing here? I don't know. We'll see. I'm not long yet, just because time doesn't say I could long yet. So my checks haven't hit yet. If this was to be made in that purple box, I would have longed. But since we didn't do that, I cannot long yet. I cannot long yet. I need more price action to come about to show me exactly what's happening, to really confirm some things. Okay. I mean, it's logical as long as this is logical as long as you consolidate over this, but I don't like waiting around. I like to only take trades when time says so, and time does not say so. Price says so. Time does not say so yet. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. But yeah, our algorithm was absolutely killer on the lower time, on the hourly. The same algorithm can be applied for the 13-minute with the Heikin Action candles, and it works pretty fucking well as well. Broke into the bear range there. You're bearishly trending with the reds, as long as you stayed in the bear range, which it might have not. Ooh, that might have faked you out right there. But if you were smart, you would have looked at that as a hidden bearish divergence. Might not be as reliable on the 13 because how fast the SRSI moves. Anyways, let's move on to Ethereum. Whoa, what the hell? Oh shoot. Like, why does this look the same? Yeah, so both these trades were wrong for us, unfortunately. We also took the short on, or had the idea of taking a short on Ethereum. That's essentially what I did. I called today and said we're short. Where was it? Shorting some ETH at 9:37 a.m., which was about here. I'm going to go ahead and lower my stop. To me, ETH looks corrective still. So it's be on lookout. Hit a pretty good extension to claim that this is could be a flat, and I'm with that. I'm with this, honestly. With Ethereum, Bitcoin might be more sideways, but I really. The reason why I took this short on ETH because ETH showed weakness when Bitcoin showed strength, and I assumed that Bitcoin was close to a top or going to find a top soon. All right, close to a top and reverse, or it's going to consolidate and go sideways in the corrective phase. And since ETH was weak, if that corrective phase happened on Bitcoin, then I'd assume that since Ethereum was weak, that the sell-off on the corrective phase would be much worse on Ethereum than it was on Bitcoin, with Bitcoin going sideways and this going to the downside. That's the reason why I took that trade. I didn't short Bitcoin. I shorted ETH though because of this idea. So yes, again, this looks like a flat internally and looks like a B coming down for C. And as long as we hold 220, 219, we have to assume upside for Ethereum. Okay. Looking at the 30-minute, we got some pretty... It's essentially our algo saying to long at this moment. Even with the hourly on Ethereum, it's also saying the same thing. Structurally, though, I just can't pull the trigger on that. Bullishly trending. Has a head and bullish divergence from there to there. But structurally, this looks like it wants to come down to the downside. So I won't be set. If we start closing hourlies over 132, 131 on Ethereum, then I would say that this is actually not going to happen. And we're going to continue to the upside. And this is probably just like a mean ass wave 1, a hard ass wave 2, and it's coming up for wave 3 like that. Our hourly algo states that this was what should happen. I always freaking make my pre-workout, and I always forget to drink it until it gets fucking like warm and shit. Okay, so let's go to ETH BTC. This looks like it still needs that little move to the upside, so this kind of fits our idea with ETH USD as well. If we do move up to the upside, that looks like an A. This looks all like a corrective B. And we're missing an upward move right there before a bigger move to the downside. I'm sticking with this idea on ETH BTC until I'm proven otherwise. And I'm also sticking with this. Looking pretty weak on the 4-hour. Interesting. So if Litecoin starts trading underneath 60.90 or 61, I'm gonna say we're gonna break 76. This is your X pivot right here. 0, 1, 2. X is probably right there somewhere. So if you break that, solid underneath, then I'm gonna say we're gonna quickly drop and hit this little thing like this, then come back up for like a W, X, Y, A, B, C, 3, 3, 3, buy, A, B, C, X to the downside. That's my idea on Litecoin. Link. I'm with this with Link still. No change on Link. I'm with this. This is your buy zone for Link. I'm thinking this looks like a flat to me. No real change on Link. Look at that. Let's look at the dailies. A higher time frame. Ooh, that's sour. Wow. Look, that was some hefty divergence right there. Check this out. 0, 1, 2. We have one candle so far diverged. X is here on daily. Yeah, it's right between there for X. Let's stay there though. So if we are to break this, if we can break 4.05609 on Link USD in the next 2 days, then this confirms this, and we were looking to buy there. But if the next 2 days we just stay up here like this, then this is probably gonna end up just going up. Okay, that's based on value range theory rules. Wow, what a nasty. That's gross. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sell signal. This looks like an ABC though. So I'm with this still on XTZ USD. No real change on that, motherfucker. Let's look at the dailies. That provided for a good. It's always 2 to 3 candle closest to confirm. Remember that. 2 to 3 candle closest to confirm a level. Okay, some people get really confused on understanding what is confirmation. Confirmation is 2 to 3 candle closes on a specific range or level, or doing whatever you want to see. 2 to 3 candles doing whatever you want to be seen. That makes sense. Ugh. So, yeah, that's what it looks. Some hefty bear signals here. Didn't really do anything though. I'm thinking that, yeah, I'm sticking with my idea with this. ABC is coming down to the downside. This can, however, be a larger degree wave 3, and we just range sideways like a motherfucker for about as long as that. And this is gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Which I honestly, I might be with this. I might be with this. Let me just see something real quick to really get an understanding if I like this count or not. If we would have hit the 1.618, I would have been more with this. But since we only hit the 1.382, it's on the table, but we're not going to be really trading it. Okay, call it XTZ, ETH. How about that for a channel break? All I said last time we talked about EOS was wait for this channel to break and then long it, expecting that top side to break, and that's exactly what happened. Oh, fucking allergies are fucking me up right now. My fucking face hurts because it's all like I have congestion and shit. You blow my nose real quick, put you on pause. Okay. ETC. Man, that's some pretty gross divergence. It did play off slightly, but it didn't really do much. I'm gonna be really keen to shorting this fucking coin if SRSI could hit like 75, 70 plus while these two lines stay underneath 63, and us like making a hidden divergence between like this point here, like that, staying low below that but breaking that high, that'll be divergence. Clear as day, ABC. If ETC starts trading over 8.645, or it just breaks that, I think I would have to say get bullish across the board. Well, not across the board, because if that does that, I guarantee Bitcoin's going to be moving up too, so. Bitcoin Cash. You know, much of the same. That was literally perfect. Literally perfect. Holy shit. This one actually worked. Bitcoin Cash actually played out perfectly, unlike fucking Bitcoin, where it left us... where Bitcoin Cash broke low to give us our buy entry, Bitcoin fucking held that fucking low, somehow moved up, which confused us, or confused me. It had me thinking that that move was internal, like that, but it wasn't. It was just a truncation, which happens. It's just very rare. It happens, and when it happens, it tends to fuck me over like that. But this is literally perfect. We wanted to buy back down here, just like how we wanted to do on Bitcoin, but we just never got that, unfortunately. Our buy zone initially for Bitcoin was down here, we just never got that. It should have happened, but there's too many people, too many fucking big players that just were not having that. Or they stepped in and said, nope, this is where Bitcoin's low is. We're not going any lower than this. That's what they said. Unlike Bitcoin Cash, where it literally played out perfectly. Literally perfectly. Like, the most perfect fucking thing ever. And it looks the same. It looks like a flat could be fucking forming here. So watch this be a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Raise your stop if you took that trade. Good trade on that one. Let's move over to 4X. So we're going to start with DXY. Or what I said, watch for a divergence to be formed on your 4 hour, and then you trade it. What will happen? Create this divergence right there. Boom, boom. And you're still bearishly trending, right? You had your blue and red line did not break out of the bear range, right? Did it do that? No. We stayed under the bear range, hit a high point, created a hidden bearish divergence, which should have been your entry point for this idea algorithm. I initially thought we were going to go sideways more, but that should have been your entry in the algorithm. So if you took that, good job. Lower your stop. Pay yourself a little bit. This looks like a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. So this looks like a completed one move to the downside. I can see a bounce here, like the one I depicted earlier. I just thought we were in 1 degree larger of a wave count, but it looks like we weren't. But now I think we are. I think we are finally completed that entire pulse move to the downside. We can start assuming a consolidation pattern from this point. At a bare minimum. Bare minimum. Gosh, quiet as fuck. Wow. I'm going to go out on a limb and just say whatever DXY does, Euro USD is going to do exactly the opposite. Watch for that consolidation and move up. I think this is a high point in Euro USD though. Hard invalidation is to move below 1.1048, but I would like us to keep high and tight in this range. Okay. Now for our one of our best trades we had in a while, USD NOK. We absolutely destroyed this trade. Short of the damn near top, if not the top. Some members did. I didn't, unfortunately. I should have. I was watching the chart as it went towards the top, but I was spared like like 11 pips on a stop. So I wasn't necessarily trying to add to an already losing position because I entered here and it came up. I was like, fuck. And I got spared. But it makes you wish, like, you know, kind of like that makes you wish you would have put in more or threw in there. But you can't never add to a loser, ever. Let your initial idea play out, your initial thesis. Because chances are your emotions while in a trade or while you're looking at your trade develop are going to be absolutely fucking bonkers, going crazy. And so you won't be able to analyze a chart like you were able to analyze a chart before you got emotionally invested into the market. But as soon as you emotionally invest yourself into the market is when you start, you know, those emotions starts playing, and you, as humans, it's just one of the hardest things to get over. So stick to your initial thesis and ideas, and don't let your emotions play into your trade. Just let them ride out. If you're wrong, you're wrong. That means that when you initially analyze a chart, you got to do something different. Write down the reasons that you might think is different, and do those things differently next time you analyze a chart. Don't let your emotions of being in the market throw you away from your initial thesis. Stop. Okay, I've done that many times. So for USD NOK, on very basic, we're still bullishly trending, but we're looking for this as a reversal signal. So technically our algorithm states that we should be longing this, but we're not going to be doing that because we see this as a reversal signal because of value range theory states that if you break a range in less time complexity, then you have to assume a reversal, and that's exactly what happened. We broke high after making a range, broke the entire range in less time complexity, basically one solid move to the downside, and subsequently have formed what seems to be a sell pattern, aka flat. And so this is exactly what we should look for a reversal. Now, if the SRSI was able to break back over the slow line, then you're probably thinking that this our idea was wrong, and this is probably like an A, a B, and a C expanded flat, and this is going to come up to the upside. Reject that slow line, and I'm pretty certain we're going to get through this. One of the greatest trades we've had, though. I'm really thinking we could get way down here. So I'm trying my hardest to play this as much as a swing trader as possible because I'm not a swing trader. But we'll get there. We'll get there hopefully. GPD USD, absolutely golden. What a fucking awesome trade here. This is absolutely golden. From this point, I said we're going to come up, come back down, retest this range box, which you should have been long in. And if you long that, congratulations. That was an excellent trade. I do see this as a possible top here, though, so be very cautious because this looks like an A, a contracting flat B, and then a C. So all one corrective phase. So maybe this is like a. Honestly, I do not know what this is gonna show. I honestly do not know. On the higher degree, that could actually be very bullish, but I personally feel that this sister wave has not happened yet, and this is now in that sister wave, or we're very close to making that sister wave. And so if we're able to get up to like 1.32, I'm going to go ahead and claim this as this purple flat. Look to short that high and target to this low, where I'll be very bullish. Because this is a clear as day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulse, right? Clear as day. So if we're able to hold a bullish retrace like in the golden box here at 1.2425, we have to assume this has a high chance of doing this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on a large degree, right? So let's look at this. Technically, you'd be looking. These are still be longs because you're still not bearishly trending, but it looks like it really wants to dip bearishly, man. I definitely like my account on this, so I'm with this. Gold. Go gold. Gold is kind of confusing. At a bare minimum, we need a 1-to-1 of this to correct, but we haven't done that yet. The reason why it's confusing is because this is a clear 5-wave pattern to the outside, and that wouldn't really fit this idea, right? But then I threw out my time tool, and then I started becoming clear again. This is like an internal A, B, C. I just probably put in a running flat here. Watch for this range to reject. This will end up being A, B, and that's because not enough time has corrected in order for us to say that this is a low of wave 2 or whatever. In my opinion, we're still in the corrective phase, and we need more complexity to arise to assume this. But my initial thesis, my very, very initial thesis from this high point was that we're impulsively moving to the downside in the new trend, and this was this top of C wave. But I had rules stating that if we weren't able to break this range low and or break back up impulsively, we have to assume that we're putting in an extended fifth wave in the C wave of B wave, and that looks like it's happening. Especially because the complexity of this was of 3-wave nature, which is corrective in its nature, as per Elliott wave, and we're ranging above the high of this entire structure, and so we can't not believe this until we're invalidated. So this is on high watch. I think that the high in gold is very close, intraday high, and we're gonna do this momentarily, then break back up one more time, and then one more time to the downside. That will be your actual long signal. And that will fit time just as you need it to. Sounds like people are here at my house. Interesting. Okay. So, with that, my fucking beautiful people, my screen's going weird, doing weird shit. Oh, Matic. I almost forgot. I got you right here. Someone wants me to cover Matic Bitcoin. If I'm not mistaken. Matic, yes. What in the fucking... Dude. Holy shit. I honestly don't like this. As an Elliott wave trader, all I can see is this being a flat. A. B, whatever. C. And this looks like a fucking... That is so impulsive. Look, they're going to fucking clear this entire fucking range of less time complexity. Are making flats. I have to assume this. As an Elliott wave trader, I cannot see this as bullish at all. At all. So this is the reason. This is the only bad thing about alts is that their history is so new. There's not a lot of chart data to go off of, so it's all speculative. This looks like a flat A, B in a combo where this is the flat W, X, Y. Make sure it makes sense. That makes perfect sense. I like this count here. The most. Decent volume kickouts, but nothing too alarming. There's really no volume on this that really could tell you where price is going to go. Because that's not a lot of volume, but price is actually moving. So volume is not very important on these fucking alts because anything can happen. They're so small in liquidity that it doesn't take much, you know. So what I have here though, A, B, C, clear it out of clean as A, B, C. A, B, C. W, X, Y. Fits it perfectly in regard to time. A, B, C. Flat A wave. And with this, we may or may not get this last high for this. This could be complete. This could be an X wave, A, B, C. But to feel 100% confident on a short entry, I'd like this to break one more time to the upside. That'd be our entry. This 2 to the downside. $5M market cap. What fundamental news? What's good about Matic? If you could share with me in Discord or whatever, I would be very keen to looking at that. One thing's for sure, you don't fight the trend until it's broken. So this trend line that has been developed, very powerful because it's been tested many times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times. If we don't ever see it again, we probably will never see it again. Type of thing. Okay. All right. So with that wraps it up. Let me I'm gonna go ahead and start transitioning all this material over to Discord and going to start pick up the music in the background. Make sure to ask me any questions, concerns, and or charts you want me to look at, and I'll be happy to look at them before we head out of here. But in the next 5 to 10 minutes, we'll get the fuck out and get on with our lives. All right. I know I've been talking for about an hour, so we're right on schedule. Good job today, guys. Good job today. They did real good today. So with that, I'm going to start these tunes up. Hit me with any last-minute questions or requests. I'll be happy to answer them, and I'll get them going. I love Loom. I love Loom. So they better not come after Loom like that. The other idea is that this is this. Real quick. Oh. This is an alternative. I don't even like that though. This just looks corrective. That's valid. So if this is to move up impulsively in a new bull run, this is the count. WXY. New impulsively trending to the upside. So in order to invalidate this particular idea, because what you said, I'm just basing this chart off of what you said on the fundamental news. So to confirm this or to invalidate this, we need us below this golden box here. If we get below this golden box, I'm going to be very bearish on Matic. But as long as we can sustain this golden box, we have to assume upside. Okay? Not exactly sure on the wave count, but this is just rules that we're going to be following here. Okay? Before we get out of here, the new daily open. My favorite time of day to take a trade or look at a chart is when the daily open's first made. Why? Because usually if the daily high is established and you're below it, you're most likely going to continue to the downside. Look here. The daily high is, the open is established, we're below it, we continue to the downside. Established here, we start back under it, what's above it, one above. I know right here is a little wash, but I'm weak as fuck. And so for Bitcoin, in order for us to be bullish again on Bitcoin, we need to break and be over the daily open, which is at 9,074. As long as we're underneath the daily open at 9,074, we can't really be bullish. Daily open, you know, daily open. Open is very important. The open is very, very important. If you don't have the open as an indicator or use it as confluence on a chart, please go to TradingView, go to the indicator section, which is right here. Go here and just type in levels. Oops. Gosh, what the freak? And look for my name. That should pop up somewhere. And add it. Add levels. Add it to your chart. This is levels. I literally have just one single chart based on just looking at this. This is it. Above the daily, you have to assume upside. And remember how we said about taking liquidity to the that once a high of yesterday or the low of yesterday is taken out, volatility should happen. What happened? We took out the high of the previous day, and volatility happened. Okay. Pretty nuts. All right. Anyways, thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate you all tuning in every other day with me. It means a lot, especially if the ones who are active and asking questions and giving me feedback. I appreciate y'all. So with that, with thoughts, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. We've been talking for exactly an hour, so literally perfect timing on this exit. And I'm pretty positive I covered everything. If I'm missing anything, just go ahead and shoot me a question, a DM in Discord or Twitter, and I'll be happy to answer that. All right. So, thank you all for tuning in. This has been a pleasure. Again, if you took anything from this, took a trade. Although the last trade I gave y'all was a wash, we took a loss. If you took anything from it, learned something from it, found this insightful or helpful, or just enjoyed listening to me bullshit about fucking charts all day, go ahead and hit the thumbs up. Drop a comment in the comment section after the upload is made an hour. I appreciate it. That helps the YouTube algorithm push me to the top in this specific thing. And at the end of the day, I just want to grow my YouTube profile, my brand on YouTube, to help influence and teach people as much as I know, you know. So thank you all for tuning in. This has been your boy Satoshi motherfucking Heavy with a dose of crypto. You can catch me again this Sunday at 10:30 to 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. We'll get poppin'. Until next time, everybody. Have a great fucking night and weekend. Stay safe. Much love. Your boy Satoshi Heavy. Sign out. Peace out. Bye.